Greetings, greetings, greetings to all of my loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, Empress Oracle, your favorite spiritual advisor. I hope you all are doing very, very well today. I want to express gratitude to everybody who takes the time out to watch me. I greatly hope that you receive these messages from a place of benevolence because it is put out with the intentions for you to receive healing and to achieve your highest purpose. Hopefully these messages can help you along that path. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information is given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use and or reproduction of this information without proper acknowledgement or accreditation from where this information was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and or individuals. And so it is. So let's get into it, shall we? I'm pretty sure you guys saw the title, so you already know why we're here. Today, I would like to talk to you guys about walking into your abundance, because walking into your abundance is not necessarily what everybody may think it is, okay? It's one thing for you to chase your dreams, to chase the bag, and to achieve, a lot of financial success in life. To a lot of people, that is how they categorize their abundance. However, as I like to tell you guys all the time, there's levels to this shit, okay? To be truly abundant, it's levels to it. That's why there's so many people that we see out here in the news, in social media, even when we go out places, we see so many people who appear to be quite abundant. They may have all of the financial remunerations that we want. They might be paid like they weigh. However, they're not truly happy. We're seeing people that are chasing something that money cannot buy, okay? And that is inner peace. And when you have inner peace and you have self-love, that's when you're truly abundant. And once you truly have those things, then the rest, of course, will fall away. However, certain people, they may have achieved material abundance, but they're still, they still have lessons to learn in life. And that is why their souls are unsettled. They have not achieved true abundance. That's why I like to say also perception. A lot of people say perception is everything, but what one person perceives as abundance may be spiritual poverty to somebody else, okay? Maybe spiritual prison to somebody else, okay? We have to learn how to look past the illusions, past the facades, past, the images that people want to portray. We need to start learning how to use our discernment in order to truly see who is truly abundant, because those are the people that you really want to surround yourself around. I know everybody's heard their version of that saying, put me in a room with 6 millionaires and I'm going to be the 7th one, or some shit like that. I may have remixed it, but you get what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so if you really truly are trying to walk into your abundance, you need to find people that are not only financially abundant, because that can only get you but so far. How do these people conduct themselves? Do they always appear frazzled? Are they happy? Are they using money and things to, kind of pacify their pain? Is that what you want to attach yourself and your energy to? That's something that you have to decide as you choose to walk into your abundance and what route you decide to take. Because, there's many ways for people to gain their abundance. But you want to get it and not have any regrets. That's the thing. Now, I had to channel, the spirits, angels, they was talking to me. They have a lot of things that they want to let you guys know. A lot of times people miss their calling that will gain them access to the abundance that their heart desires out of fear. And let me tell you guys, as another person having a human experience, I've experienced fear on many levels. I have actually experienced fear to the point where I had to take a step back and was like, wow, this could damn near almost be crippling. That's why a lot of people, they have that fight or flight. And then you have those people who they freeze. That right there is what I mean when I say fear can be crippling, and it can stop you from walking into your abundance, okay? That's something you need to be aware of. There's different types of fear as well. We all know that. There are different types of fear. And regardless of what anybody chooses to say, if you are here on this earth having a human experience, you have experienced fear in some way, shape, or form at some time in your life. Okay? You're not different. You're not special. Even if you say you have not, you're lying. That is a part of the human experience, to experience all these emotions, including emotions that you don't like, you're not comfortable with, you may not want to admit or deal with. But in order to truly conquer them, you have to face them, you have to acknowledge them, you have to deal with them. And then besides dealing with it, you have to overcome them, because a lot of people get stuck in the dealing with phase, and they feel as though dealing with something is being stuck with it, being acceptant of it. If that's not along your path to your abundance, okay, your true abundance, your soul's abundance, your true purpose, then you should not be dealing with it. All that is going to do is weigh you down. Sometimes dealing with things is getting rid of it. And then from there, that comes overcoming it along your path. Being afraid, my bad, y'all. I digress. Let me explain to you these different types of fears also that have a tendency to stop or block people as they are on their path to their abundance, okay? Like I said, there's the fear of leaving loved ones or familiar environments, and that also can tie into the message that I gave about remembering where you came from. A lot of times, you know, with your tests in life and stuff, God will put people in your family, in your environment, your closest friends, right? And right when you're about to make that breakthrough, or right when you have to go somewhere else in order to spread your seed to people who may be more receptive, or to get certain training or experiences that you can't get at home, all of a sudden they're going to do what? They're going to hit you where it hurts. They're going to tug at your heart. Okay? They're going to make you feel guilt, like you're leaving them because you want better for yourself. All right? I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who truly loves you, especially if they are closest to you, they're going to say, do what you have to do. Do what is best for you, because I will still be here to love and support you. That's the healthy way. That's the way that it's supposed to go. Because if anybody really knows anything, you know, just same way trouble does not last always, neither does training, neither does lessons, neither does your time of isolation where you have to go within and learn, right? That is a part of your path. Another fear is fear of failure. Now, there is a difference, because I'm going to explain to you, after I explain fear of failure, I'm going to explain fear of success. And a lot of times people tend to confuse those two things. And those right there are two of the biggest hindrances as a part of walking into your abundance. The first one, the fear of failure, is that a lot of times people will see obstacles that may come in their way along their path. They may feel as though I'm doing good, or they may be like, wow, I've been fighting, I've been struggling, I've been trying for so long, and I'm finally making some leeway. I finally made 2 steps forward, and an obstacle may come in their path. And then instead of trying to see how they're going to approach this, instead of looking at the glass as half full, they get scared, they get intimidated, and they decide that they no longer want to pursue their path. Or they stop right where they are because they have that fear that if they do attempt to face this obstacle, they're going to fail. Or if they do try to challenge themselves and stand up to whatever that issue is, they feel as though they're going to fail. And they don't want to look bad. When other people see them trying, when other people see their efforts, if it doesn't work the first time, like how they thought in their head, or if it doesn't take off instantly, they get embarrassed and they don't want people to see them fail. So they're going to stop before they fully even get into their flow. They're not even going to try to face these challenges. And what you have to understand, I don't care what passion you have, what your path or your purpose is, you're going to have obstacles. And yes, you may fail, but that is a part of the learning process. And that is something that stops a lot of people because they tend to get so discouraged when they fail. But stop looking at failure as just that. Instead, take away what you learned from it. And the next time that you approach that obstacle, whether it be the same or something different or more, you incorporate the lessons that you learn and you don't make the same mistakes again. And I guarantee you're going to make progress. And it might not be the progress that you feel. And that's why a lot of people are also afraid of the failure, because they may feel as though, okay, I'm making progress, but I'm not making the progress like everybody else around me who's doing the same thing, or better, or hell, even lesser. So they go ahead and automatically feel as though they're a failure. But what you have to understand is, one of my favorite sayings, the race is not for the swift. And two, everybody's path truly is different. Just because you see somebody doing what you feel as though is succeeding at that time, and it's not what you're doing, that does not mean that you are a failure. You have to understand, failure is a sign of progress. Always look at things on the bright side, guys. Always. And then also, too, from there, we go into the fear of success. Now, a lot of people, you know, they manifest big things, big packages, right? And sometimes when you manifest a big package, you know, it takes a long time for God to put together all the elements necessary for your package to be a success. And so a lot of times people, they plant big seeds, and when it is time for them to reap what they have sown, they are afraid of that success. It ends up being more than what they even thought. But what you have to understand is, any plan that you have for yourself, that is barely a molecule of what God has planned for you. Okay? And I'm a firm believer that God never, ever, ever gives you more than you can handle. But he's definitely going to test you to see whether you a punk bitch or not. Is you going to try, or you going to pussy up and fold and run away because you're afraid of that success? It's more than what you thought. This is not what I signed up for. You don't recall your soul contract. God does. And that's why life always takes certain turns and loops of the unexpected, because before you came here on earth, you signed a soul contract agreeing to go through certain experiences to learn certain lessons. Now, some of those experiences may have shifted and changed, but the lesson in the end will still be the same, right? Always look at where you're trying to go. That is your success. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to succeed, because the same way that they have that saying that you always view yourself as 20% worse than how other people view you, that's the same thing for your success. It's the same thing. Of course, God is going to want you to be 20% more, or even more than that, more successful than what you envision for yourself. Because you thinking small, you got to think bigger, bitch. Period. Okay? Being afraid to leave an environment or people in order to pursue better in life is self-sabotage, as well as negative mental conditioning. It really is. Just think about it, guys. You've put in your head that you can't go but so far, or you can't do certain things because you don't want to leave certain people. But if what you're leaving to do is going to put all of you in a better environment in the long run, the risk is worth the sacrifice. And the people around you, they should understand that as well. If not, they're selfish. Don't negatively mentally condition yourself, saying that somebody needs you to be there, when you know good and goddamn well, if you were there 24/7, you guys would probably be in separate rooms, not really fucking with each other like that anyway. Go ahead and take that scholarship. That's for somebody. They can watch you on TV. Take that scholarship, boo. Okay? Also, anybody who anybody who truly cares for you and who is around you, they would want you to succeed. They would. They would be able, especially if they're an elder, because a lot of times, I know, especially when I was in the military and stuff, I saw this a lot. A lot of people, they would go saying they wanted to change their life. They came from a poor environment or a negative demographic, and they came for change for them and their family, and then all of a sudden they get homesick. They miss their mom. They miss their dad. They're sick, X, Y, and Z. Well, shit. What do you think would benefit them more? You going back home to poverty to take care of them, or you staying, right, and getting some good fucking health insurance and putting them on that shit and taking them out of that environment? Think about it. Sometimes the risk is worth the reward. Sabotage can include pregnancy, Okay, I had to shout that one out because I keep seeing it more and more and more, especially when I'm on social media and I'm watching people's stories. Okay, sabotage can include pregnancy right before the pursuit of a career or a higher education. And the reason why that is sabotage, okay, yes, that baby may be a product of love, but everybody knows that timing is everything. And sometimes, ladies, what you need to realize is sometimes these niggas, they get a Jonesing in their bone, and they get a feeling, and they know when you about to go away, you about to go spread your wings and soar and fly. And they realize that once you get away from them, you're going to realize your worth, and they're not going to be able to get you back. So how they figure that they're going to hook your ass so you don't go too far is with a child. And of course, as I said before, with the negative mental conditioning, because females, we tend to more so be creatures of loyalty. We tend to be more maternal, so we want that familial structure, especially if we didn't have it ourselves growing up. Of course, we want to stay and have a family so our child does not suffer the way we did. Knowing good and goddamn well you and that nigga was having problems before you told him you was about to go away. It's not God that did that. It's the devil, girl. It's the devil. Okay? Because when they do that, that takes away from your focus and the amount of time and energy that you put into your higher pursuits. Because then you have to focus that energy into that life that you're growing. You have to focus to shifting your priorities to building a life of stability for not just you, but now 2 people. And if your baby daddy a bum, 3. Why add that pressure to you? That's somebody that knew that you were going far, so they decided that they wanted to just latch on. That's sabotage. Because yes, you may still end up going far, but you may have had the potential to go further. Timing is everything. If you are meant to have a child, that child is going to wait for you. You're going to have that child. No worries. No worries. Okay? Yes, children are blessings. They are. But know when somebody is trying to sabotage you from walking into your abundance. Because sometimes you walking into your abundance can include you walking away from them. And they know that. We all have tests in life that we must overcome in order to achieve our fullest and highest potential. I repeat. We all have tests in life that we must overcome in order to achieve our fullest and highest potential. Nobody is special. Just because you don't see somebody's test, what they're going through, doesn't mean they don't have it. Mind your business. Okay? Some people subconsciously put extra obstacles in their own or in someone else's life path in order to deter their perseverance through. Okay? That creates doubt, either through self or outside circumstances that could have been avoided if intuition, discernment, and healthy boundaries had been used. Ooh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. Let me go ahead and say that over. We all have tests in life that we must overcome in order to achieve our fullest and highest potential. Some people subconsciously put extra obstacles in their own or someone else's path in order to deter perseverance through those tests, okay? That creates doubt, either through self or outside circumstances that could have been avoided completely if intuition, discernment, and healthy boundaries had been used. Okay? Because a lot of times before you get into these situations, you always have this feeling, you always have this niggling. And hell, sometimes it just seems like that moment is just highlighted or projected in front of you and you don't understand why. That may be the time where you need to pause. Pause, hold up, hold on real quick. Think about this. Past the right now. Is this what you really want to do? Walking into your abundance, whether that abundance to you is or for you is spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, and even financial. A lot of times it takes an energy that a lot of people fail to embody, okay? Which is blind faith. A lot of people don't have blind faith. They don't. A lot of times where people, we tend to, live more in the 3D. We like tangible proof of evidence of things. That's why so many people have strayed away from God and now they're lost. They done sold their souls in XYZ, but that's another story, right? A lot of people just don't have that blind faith. They don't have that blind faith. Therefore, they self-sabotage with familiar energies, such as toxic cycles and relationships that they know intuitively. Okay, you know deep down that shit ain't gonna work. You know it's not gonna work. You seeing all the red flags, all the signs. You've been here before. Same shit, different toilet. But you would rather put your blind faith into that situation instead of into yourself and bettering yourself, right? Harvesting yourself so that you can reap your abundance. Crazy, right? Self-sabotage themselves with familiar energies such as toxic cycles and relationships that they know intuitively in the end will have the same results. As I said before, although the energy is negative or toxic, it's familiar. And a lot of people have a crippling fear of the unknown, which would entail having blind faith. Through life's obstacles and tests, in order to achieve your soul's purpose and true abundance. And with this message right here, I was channeling so hard. So this is not from me. This is from source, from the divine, letting you guys exactly know things that you do to sabotage and stop and even prolong yourself from walking into your abundance, right? Into your peace. Because it's scary, because it's unknown. You'd rather go to an energy that feels familiar because you know what to expect, which is more disappointment and more sabotage. Why? As within is without, okay? So if you have blind faith in yourself, then you're going to put that outside. You're going to put blind faith into your actions and your endeavors. You're going to put that blind faith out into the universe, and that's going to guide you into your abundance. But if you don't have that blind faith even in yourself, that's what you're going to manifest. And you're just going to keep walking into those toxic cycles and that confusion. If you take a second to self-reflect, you will be able to see whether or not you have been walking towards true abundance or walking in a circle of toxicity. Some deep shit, right? I know. This message is for you on behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation and God to help you to walk into your abundance. Good luck. I wish you all the best. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Whether you love me or not, it's okay. I can transmute that energy. We're good. But make sure you take care of yourself along your journey. Be strong. As I always say, certain parts of your journey have to be done alone. But while you're doing it, I have items on my Etsy that can aid you, help you to ground yourself, to enhance your creativity, to heal your heart chakra, to enhance your intuition. Everything that you need is on Etsy at Empress Oracle Shop. And yes, I do custom orders. With that being said, be blessed, take care, and I love you all.